You know, I tend to be a little bit harder on Phil Spencer than most people, especially lately. I just feel like I've been let down a little bit by some of the things that they've announced or not announced, and, you know, it's a bit unfortunate. With that being said, in one particular instance, Phil Spencer is very, very wrong, and I'm not exactly sure how he is working in the industry that he is, kind of doing what he's doing with this type of mentality. It makes absolutely no sense to me. Again, I'm not some Fortune 500 person or an employee of Microsoft, so I'm sure that he's an intelligent guy and he's done a lot of right things for Xbox, so don't get it twisted in thinking that I'm just blindly hating or whatever. But you have to question a little bit of what he says in this recent interview, so hopefully we're going to dive into it and just see how I feel about it, and I'm interested to see how you guys feel about it as well. Hey, what's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. And if you really enjoy the content, the time, and things that I put into the games, videos and things like that, please hit the bell so you're notified of everything as soon as it drops. Thank you so much. So Phil Spencer has done a couple of interviews since E3, and one of the main things that he stresses is he doesn't care about console sales. And this is something that I've said for a long time, right? He doesn't care about console sales. That's not how he, quote, makes money. It's all about software and services, which is great. But if he did care about console sales, wouldn't he put a little bit more effort into the console side of things? I believe, right? You would do that. They were, quote-unquote, doubling down with announcing 2 next-gen consoles last E3 or 2 E3s ago, and now it's down to 1 E3 or 1 console, so we have already 1 less console than what kind of we were promised or whatever. Not that I care about that. I think it's actually a smart move not to confuse your audience. But not only that, but does Phil Spencer not understand if you had more console sales, that's more opportunity for sales for software and services? If you look at what Sony is doing, PSN as a whole is worth more than Nintendo and Xbox combined because they have so many people as an install base. I'm sure if there was 100 million Xbox Ones in the world, the way that there are PS4s, Phil might be saying a little bit different thing right now because you would have that huge install base. If he was selling 10 million copies of his games the way that Sony has with like Spider-Man, Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, if he was doing that, he might not be so quick to say things like that, right? It's like he dismisses the console like it's nothing, like it doesn't matter if he sells 1 or 2 because people will be playing on PC or, xCloud or whatever. And that's really disingenuous and a wrong thing considering Xbox is, as a brand, was made up of console sales and people buying into that hardcore brand. So they can try to sort of go the opposite way and say that they're going after 2 billion gamers. That'll never happen. And they're always going to have their hardcore, like, deluded fans that'll stick with them no matter what. But in terms of people like me, who was a hardcore Xbox fan, 800 plus games bought, $4,000 worth of hardware and games this generation, I find it a little bit disingenuous for the guy to say he doesn't care about sales of his console. Why bother at that point, right? At what point do you stop making them if you don't care about sales of your console? That's always been my question, especially since it seems like he's more concerned with, putting games on other platforms a lot lately. So I do think he's particularly wrong in this instance. If you think I'm wrong, I would love to know how. Honestly, I would love to know how my take is wrong at this particular juncture, just for the simple fact that the more consoles you sell, the more people you potentially have to sell your software and services to. Let me know what you guys think on this particularly polarizing subject, and I will get back to you guys ASAP. Thanks for watching. Have a great one. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.